Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. So today we'll be looking at the fallout on social media from the Charlie Kirk situation. What we're seeing on social media in terms of reactions to what happened in that horrific situation is it'll make you lose your faith in humanity. So for those who don't know, Charlie Kirk was a very popular conservative who would go to college campuses and debate basically anyone who was willing to approach the microphone. And in his most recent event, he was assassinated. And I reacted to it yesterday. I was actually getting ready to record a prepared video I had for that day, but I refreshed my Twitter page and I immediately saw a video of the bullet going through his neck. And yeah, I couldn't do it yesterday. I could not make a regular video. And I'm sorry if I was a little bit emotional, but it was a really crazy thing to see. And the reaction on social media, maybe I should have expected it, but it's already gruesome enough. This guy, 31 years old, with his 2 daughters and wife in attendance at this event, by the way, was gunned down. And to make things worse, the social media reaction has been so disturbing. It's so disturbing, and everyone doing this stuff, praising the violence, deserves to be called out. We're talking game developers, vtubers, content creators, social media users in general. They are all celebrating this man's demise, and it is absolutely disgusting. Just look at Twitter. Let's go through the social media platforms. 417,000 likes on this tweet saying, "Me liking every tweet making fun of Charlie Kirk." This is a cold and harsh reminder that these people, they don't want to debate you. They don't want to challenge the beliefs they disagree with. They don't want to coexist with you. They want you dead. And they will laugh at you when it happens. It is a very tough pill to swallow, but that is the current situation. I've been talking for years about stuff like this, where political violence and calls to violence in general have been so normalized that it's going to eventually have a real life impact. And we're seeing it happen, and people are gloating about it. They're gloating about it. Here's some furry with a trans flag celebrating by getting a meal. I've said this before, but people like this, there is no transphobe in the world that could do more damage to your movement than you. Here's some freak saying Charlie Kirk got shot, but honestly, Denji been through so much more. The hardships he's faced aren't even comparable to getting shot dead. Until Charlie has done what Denji has done, I don't feel sympathy. This person is comparing a real man to a fictional character and shaming him for dying, for being assassinated. Here's this guy saying, "I 100% condemn this and hope he's okay." Well, unfortunately, this is the same guy who, by the way, said he's going to put estrogen in the candies of trick-or-treat baskets of children who look like their parents are Trump supporters in this famously deleted tweet. Also said, "Isn't Charlie Kirk just the biggest piece of stuff alive?" And also, as pointed out here, he said there is a certain thing that should happen. Very non-vaguely referring to political violence. And here's another one where he says, "Yeah, these types of debates are already basically bad. We shouldn't prove anything to these chuds. Just knock them over and pass legislation. Charlie Kirk is not a good faith actor." Yeah, thanks for your contribution, dude. Your words mean nothing. You're a hypocrite, you're a weirdo, you're a freak. That's all there is to say. And here's someone else pointing out a very weird series of events where apparently Iron Mouse tweeted this right here. Okay? And whether this was a reference to Charlie Kirk or just bad timing on her behalf, people attacked her. Because in their eyes, she seemingly gave some humanity to someone who was just assassinated. He wanted your rights taken away. Don't cry over him. What are we doing, man? And eventually she deleted the tweet. Because people are that insane. Now we're going to talk about Ghost of Yote, which is a game that's already been mired in some controversy because people have labeled it as woke. Well, guess what? One of their developers is doing exactly what you would expect out of game devs in this current year. As pointed out here by Grums, a Sucker Punch senior developer has celebrated Charlie Kirk's death, saying, "I hope the shooter's name is Mario, so that Luigi knows his bro got his back." And then reposting this, "He died doing what he loved, being a transphobic, racist bigot." I am sorry, I'm not buying your game. You know, sometimes you can say, like, separate the art from the artist. Nope. Nope. You guys, like, listening to this video, you can buy Ghost of Yote, fine. Whatever. I'm not going to judge you, but personally, nope. This is it. And the fact that their company didn't immediately come out and condemn what this person did shows me who you truly are. Not for me. Sorry. I was looking forward to your game. Not anymore. Done. It's really that easy. And this freak, this demon, will continue on saying, "Maybe instead of emailing people's employers, y'all should be emailing your reps and demand gun control immediately." And then they say, "Some of y'all have never heard of the critically acclaimed Mario Bros. Franchise by Nintendo and its shows." Of course, they're referring to the shooter who was named Luigi, and they're trying to make a joke, hoping the latest one was named Mario. I guess that's too much for us to understand, according to this person, right? And they say, "I've been told the Twitter has noticed me across the room." You did get noticed, even on Blue Sky. And apparently, as pointed out here, likes are public on Blue Sky. And you can see the number of game devs liking this person's tweet, disparaging Charlie Kirk's death. People from Sucker Punch and other game devs as well. It's so eye-opening, but it's not surprising, right? It's not that surprising. These people, this is how they act. It's almost predictable at this point that this will be their reaction to something like this. To be the most inhumane, disgusting human beings ever. Apparently, by the way, it got so bad on Blue Sky that they are issuing warnings to all their users saying you can't celebrate the assassination because it became that, I guess, celebrated across the entire platform. That Blue Sky, the famous echo chamber, had to say, "Whoa, hold on, guys. You can't be doing that." Even Blue Sky had to tell its own users to cut it out. And what happens? They're upset. Blue Sky users are upset because they can't celebrate the death of Charlie Kirk. They can't celebrate an act of political violence. You can see these freaks yelling at moderation because they can't celebrate this man's death. It's unreal. It's literally unreal. We live in clown world. This stuff has been tolerated for way too long. And I'm not surprised that these people are shocked they can't do stuff like this. Because for years, they've been allowed to do it all over the place. Whether it's Blue Sky, Reddit, Twitter, what have you. Twitch. You can basically name every single major social media platform. They have been allowing this stuff for way too long. And again, look at these people, man. Like, I'm not even going to read this. This is in response to people saying you shouldn't celebrate the death. It's crazy. But it gets worse. Sean Chiplock, the English voice actor for Diluc in Genshin, and Subaru in ReZero, He posted this. I hope they receive all the same care the average American citizen would get in that same situation. Awesome, dude. Thank you for sharing how much of an evil person you are. You know what? No, I'm glad some of these people, they go mask off. Because this is someone I've defended in the past who's been attacked by psychopathic fans of related series he's worked on. But no, you have no empathy. You're not a good person. And I'm glad that you're letting everyone know just how much of an evil person you are. And you know what? Chibi Reviews right here, he's right. You should tag Crunchyroll. You should. Why would you want this person working for you? It's a genuine question. I'm telling you, when people want to show you who they truly are, listen. Listen. Apparently, though, there's some justice in the world, and I've heard many reports of people losing their jobs over tweets about Charlie Kirk, and good. You deserve it. Period. Grums here says, DC Comics has fired this employee and terminated their comic book. I'm okay with this. No tolerance for death cults. They did to us for years over nothing, and we always took the higher ground. So, they said this, thoughts and prayers, you Nazi bitch. You deserve to lose your job. Yep, 100%. Totally deserved. And people are losing their jobs over this, and you know what? People like this, they literally cannot help themselves. I'm telling you, it's impulsive. They cannot help themselves. So I'm glad they're outing themselves and they're being punished as a result. And then we have stuff like this. TikTok. This person on a megaphone saying, we got Charlie in the neck. And honestly, here's some more TikTok. Just to give you a taste of how bad it is over there.
I have great news. Things are looking up for the American people. Not Charlie Kirk, for obvious reasons, but other things are looking up.
Oh, wait, but we didn't forget about Reddit. This person sang to the tune of 800 likes. Do him next, please, referring to Asmongold. 800 likes. Post not reported. That's how it is over there. And, well, you look around the scene, right? And you see people like Hassan Piker with his crocodile tears. This was his reaction to the shooting. And he's acting like, oh, this is so bad. I don't even have time for this guy today. He is another video, okay? I cannot believe this hypocrite who's been advocating for political violence for years. Now pretending like he's shocked something like this would happen. No, dude, not you. You don't get to talk on this. You are disgusting. And I will talk about this another day, but I do not have time for this disgusting hypocrite. I am so tired of this man and his violent rhetoric. And now he gets to play the guy crying on stream. No, not you, man. Not you. At least your villain, Ethan Klein, showed real emotion. This is a guy, understand, Ethan Klein is a hardcore leftist. And when he discovered the news on his podcast, he was sobbing. And I believe his tears. I don't believe Hassan Piker's crocodile tears. Only one person in this situation has been advocating for political violence for years. It's so ridiculous, man. And then we got this loser, Dean Withers. You know, this is the guy who famously crashed out because someone called his vape pen a vape pen, and he said it's for his anxiety, whatever. This guy, who initially came out and said his condolences for Charlie Kirk, then came around and made this video basically saying, oh, well, he's a horrible human being, but he shouldn't have been assassinated, because this guy is so audience captured. He can't even say political violence is wrong without trying to label someone as a bad person in the hours after his death.
Charlie Kirk is dead. He got shot at an event that he was hosting in Utah. And I am sad, distraught. In fact, I just cried on my live stream in front of 250,000 people. My goal in this video is to tell you why I feel this way. If you want to end gun violence, it is something that you can never celebrate. It is always disgusting, always vile, and always abhorrent. It should come as no shock to yourself when I tell you that I think Charlie Kirk was a bad person. I've made that very clear over the last year, but does that mean I think he deserves to lose his life? No. Does that mean I think his 2 young children, who were in attendance at the event where he was shot, deserve to watch their father die? No. Does that mean I think they deserve to grow up without him? No. Does that mean I think that his wife, who was also there, deserved to lose her husband? No.
Oh, look, and some more Reddit. As you can see, pointed out here by Legal Mindset, this person makes a post saying Charlie Kirk is dead with a celebration-related video here with 6,700 upvotes. And some mod says, stop reporting this, it's staying up unless Reddit takes it down, but it doesn't violate our rules at all. F this fascist a-hole. And I'm not surprised. This stuff has been going on for years. For years. Completely unchecked or even celebrated. None of this should surprise anyone. Like I said, it's an unfortunate reality. But these people, they don't want to coexist with you. They want the worst for you. And they will celebrate when it happens. And that's what's been going on today. I'm sorry. I know I'm a little angry. But it is what it is. How else am I supposed to feel about something like this? It's horrible. This whole thing is horrible. And the reaction on social media, it's radicalizing. Like, this is going to radicalize people. I don't know. That's it. That's all I got for today.